This rifle first came to my attention when someone decided to try firing it where I was watching, and the entire gas block assembly went downrange. On further inspection, this is in fact, I think, the most horrific example of gunsmithing I have ever seen in my life. Let me show you. By outward appearances, this is a 5.56 millimeter version of an AKS-47U Krinkov, quote unquote. And the first bad sign, Pro Mag. Next up, they didn't bother to install the latch that holds the stock. That's supposed to be the rivet hole for it. That's supposed to be a little catch to hold the stock in place. But that's really the least of this thing's problems. Rivets. Rivets are supposed to look more or less like this. This is not a proper rivet. This is definitely not a proper rivet. That's more like a pin. On this side, we're really no better. This is just useless and horrible. This one looks kind of like a nail, and that one's actually, like, that's good. That means there's one rivet on this side at least that's going to hold the rear trunnion in place. Selector lever notches? Nah. We'll just cut those in there with a cutoff wheel from a Dremel tool. That'll work. Some of you are gunsmiths and can already see what the problem is here. Those of you who are not, these parts are supposed to be flush with each other. The whole point of putting in rivets is that you tighten things down together and then keep them there. These, not so much. And because they weren't able to get them very close, it appears that this top plate ended up being too thick for the rivets. So rather than fix the original real problem, they simply ground down both sides of the trigger guard here to make them thinner. Hence the bare metal there where, I mean, obviously there's no refinishing going on here. This is just Dremel-O-Matic. This is the essence of the Wile E. Coyote school of gunsmithing, or Wexog. Obviously, this gun wasn't inspected closely before it was first fired because, well, that's where the whole horror show started. That is not the muzzle end of an AK barrel. Holy cow. Just, I have never seen anything like that. Someone has ground the barrel diameter down so that it would fit the gas block and muzzle brake assembly from a Krinkov. So some of these parts are very well made, like these, because they came from a parts kit. The horrible parts of this are the ones that were installed or modified in the process of building this parts kit into a full-on firearm. Now, if we pull off the booster, I think, see, that's not carbon. I think someone took some sort of barrel, and I don't know exactly what kind, but it sure wasn't a proper Krinkov barrel, and they didn't even bother to drill out the holes that are supposed to be used for the two pins that hold the gas block in place. Those are just solid. And rather than trying to even just use a hand drill to put the proper holes, the proper slots in the barrel to pin this on, instead, I think they brazed the gas block to the front end of the barrel instead. It never even occurred to me that someone might do something that incredibly stupid. Let's take a closer look inside, shall we? Recoil spring's great. The bolt carrier is okay. The bolt itself is not okay. In order, I suspect, to headspace this gun, they went in and ground off the back of the locking lugs. That, I mean, you can see they almost took off the beginning of the first serial number digit here. That is tremendously dangerous, among other things, and, like, holy cow, who does this sort of thing? But we shall press on and look at the rest of the barrel. There we go. Let's take the handguard retainer off. Yep, sure enough, what's supposed to be a nice little clean cutout there for the front handguard is once again ground out with some sort of Dremel or Dremel-like tool. In fact, the whole barrel is a bit of a mystery to me here because it's been turned down. It's still in the white, but it's clearly had lathe work on it here. And it's been turned down on a machine this far, but then it's been turned down with some sort of like angry beaver grinding tool out for the last 2 inches. there is a gas port in it, which appears to be indexed properly. This just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Sorry, I'm kind of at a loss for words here. I don't know what, it's almost like one person started this project badly and another person finished it worse. I wonder if, well, obviously this kit was a 5.45 millimeter parts kit, or appears to be, where the gun that was built is in 5.56, or actually, if we look at the markings on the receiver, it is actually in 0.223 millimeter. While I've got the parts out, we'll take a look here. You can see the inside rivets are just as bad as the outside of the rivets. Not flush, stuff ground off in there. The inside of that rivet is not at all hammered down. Like the outside of that one looks okay, but that's because clearly, like when you get a rivet, it comes with one side nicely domed, and you put that through, and then you're supposed to hammer the other side into a similar dome, or press it. They put the nice one on the outside there, and the crap ones on the inside. This is what they did. That one's kind of crummy at both ends. We can't really get a good view down on the inside of these, unfortunately, or fortunately. Like, you don't need to see more of this. I don't really have any particularly philosophical ending for this video, just this gun is literally so awful in so many ways and at so many levels that I've never seen something this bad. I've truly never seen something this bad, and it was so spectacularly bad that I had to put it on video and show it to you guys. Like, if you think your gun's badly put together, take some heart. It could be worse. If you built this gun, just please stop. Please stop. Don't do this to anyone else. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Hope this guy gets his money back. Thanks for watching.